was still in power, the war wouldn't have started. I will end this war on day one of assuming office. This war between Putin and Ukraine will end on day one of my assumption in office. This were President Trump words before assuming office as the President of the United States. Those were his words before the election, but now it's months and the war is still on. So how come what's this romance about? What's this romance between Trump and Putin? That is the question. Why is Trump not supplying weapons for Ukraine to fight Russia? Why is Trump doing everything within his power to end the war? And why is Trump's comment and Putin's comment always in alignment and in agreement? Are they friends? Is there something the two of them have in common? Is there a secret Trump is keeping? Has Trump done something in Russia that he doesn't want anyone to know about? A lot of questions, a lot of controversies, a lot of accusations have been flying around due to this relationship between President Trump and President Putin of Russia. While Zelensky expected the next administration to do just as the last US administration did, that's Joe Biden administration, he was not really disappointed because even before Trump assumed office, he has been saying it that he wants to end the war on day one. So he wasn't surprised when Trump assumed office and said, "Oh, we can't just be giving you our resources for free. We can't be giving you funding for free. We can't giving you military equipment for free. We have to get something back. We have to get something back." Those were Trump's words. And Trump said, "You can compensate us by giving us parts of Ukraine mineral resources. Give us your raw earth resources." Those were Trump's word, which didn't go down well with Zelensky. So Zelensky was like, "No, no, no, no. We can do that." And Trump was like, "If you can do that, so be it. No resources, nothing for you." Sliding back to President Putin. Putin commented on what Trump said, and he even offered Trump part of their own natural resources. Yeah, you can come take part of us. Let's do partnership. What Trump have said is there's nothing bad, there's nothing wrong with it. You can go ahead, take whatever it is you want to take, and I feel it's a very good bargain for a country that is actually looking for help from somebody else. Nobody actually does anything for free. Those were the interpretation of the Russian president's words. And one interesting thing I actually also noticed with Trump is that uh he's not assuming office for jokes. He's not assuming office for being the world police. He's even considering withdrawing from the NATO groups. Said the US is doing so much, why the other European countries aren't doing as much as they have been delegated to do. So this has been something of major concern to the Europeans, especially France, which is considering bolstering the defense of other European countries by planting nuclear weapons in some other European countries to deter Russia. So, and Trump was bent on the war that this war wouldn't have happened if the last administration hasn't pushed Russia to start the war. If they had stood on the agreement of Ukraine will be a neutral state, it won't join NATO. But can we just base it on only NATO issue? I don't think so because there was a time they said uh the US election was compromised and Russia was responsible. Uh, Donald Trump and Putin went in and they discussed, only for Trump to come out and say he has spoken to the Russian president and Russia never interfered. Russia is innocent. Russia never interfered in US election. So that was Trump's word. It's not appear as if Trump actually loved Putin so much. Anything Putin says, he believes, and anything Putin wants, he does. So The West were after crushing Russia economy. That didn't happen. They stop. They want to halt their revenue generation, which is petroleum. They tried. It affected affected their economy and didn't have much effect on Russia economy. They tried to cripple Russia war efforts, but it didn't happen because China bought more of Russian oil, and India also did the same thing. So they tried their possible best, sanctioned Russia, thousands of sanctions on Russia, still didn't deter Russia from actually going on with the war. So how is Trump frolicking and going about playing romance game with Russia president? It's just appearing as if all the Russia president wanted, the US is going to actually go to. Why? In the last UN National General Assembly, the US voted in favor of Russia. That is unusual. That is weird. So it's showing very strongly that this war will be ending soon, and this present administration is doing everything possible to end the war soon. So Russia, although lost a little because some other countries which Russia didn't expect to join NATO, like Sweden and Finland, to join NATO, they were neutral countries during the war. They joined NATO, but Russia, on the other hand, too, didn't lose. They've taken close to 20% of Ukrainian land, and who is on the losing side now? Is it Europe? Is it Germany? Is it Russia? We don't know, but Russia still got what it wants because as it's going, it doesn't look like Putin Ukraine is going to join NATO, and it's actually very obvious that the land Russia has taken, close to 20% of Ukrainian land, they are going to keep. So that's also for today. We're going to be talking about more on this topic on our next video. Thank you very much.